Hello, music fans. You're watching Death by Unicorn, where we talk about metal, rock, and prog music. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different and special for this is my 600th YouTube video. So I made a lot of YouTube videos and wanted to kind of make a special one to celebrate 600 videos. It would be nice if it also had coincided with my channel reaching 40,000 views, which I'm almost at. Maybe shortly after this video posts, I'll hit that. I know I'm just a small channel here on the big sea of YouTube, and only averaging about just over 60 views per video. But I know there's some people out there who have been interested in my music recommendations, and today I'm going to talk about my posters that I have in my room here that I record in, and I'll just show you all of them, and that's what the video is about, and stickers and things like that I have on my wall. And hopefully you find some of this interesting. And if people like this, I might also make another video where I walk through my vinyl collection, CD collection. It might have to be multiple videos because I have a bunch. But yeah, let's take a look at these. So let's start with like the old legends, the classic rock side. So here we've got bands that started out in the 60s that I have posters for. We got the Beatles, of course. This series of posters is from their White Album, which I have on vinyl. And I think maybe the way it was typically laid out, I might actually have these two backwards. I should probably swap George and Ringo here. So we got John, we got Paul, we got Ringo and George. Should probably swap Ringo and George there to make it look the way it was supposed to look. These are four separate things. And love the White Album, love the Beatles, Abbey Road. A lot of pretty much all their stuff's great. And Pink Floyd is the next band that I have some posters for. These two posters are from the Dark Side of the Moon vinyl. So we've got the pyramids here, and then up there we've got just the band members playing their instruments. And I put some stickers on this pyramid poster. We got this sticker here, and then there's a postcard. I think the postcard might be from Wish You Were Here, though, not from Dark Side of the Moon. And this is from the Wish You Were Here album. I have Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here on vinyl, and I also have Animals. And maybe like to get the wall at some point. I don't have it on physical, but I love that too, and love metal as well. So even Adam Hart Mother is pretty great, and Piper at the Gates of Dawn. A lot of their albums are awesome. And next up here, I've got Porcupine Tree, and this is from their Closure Continuation, their latest album. And this one's autographed by the band members. That's great. And then up here is some weird thing I got joining like the Tool fan army. Let me read it here. On this day of the vulgar era, you shall hereby be received with true hospitality in the camp of the collective. In the name of the great architect of the multiverse, salutation upon all points of the shining triangle. On this day of the vulgar era, you shall hereby be received with true hospitality in the camp of the collective unconscious, so that in the future you may penetrate our camp, oasis, or lodge. Without annoyance from its sentries, you shall be given a sign of the recognition and or secret password for the present worthy of the most welcome guests. We grant you admission into the camp of friends. Let the camp be guarded. So that's kind of cheesy and lame, but it is for the Tool fan army, which I joined at one point. I don't know if I'm technically still a member. I forget why I joined it. Maybe I got some discount on one of their albums or something. I have a bunch of Tool albums. And here we've got the band Opeth. And this poster is from their Watershed album, which I have on vinyl. You can see a poster of the band there. band members. And what else do I have here? And here's this postcard is from Opeth, but from a different album. It's from the Last Will and Testament, their newest album. And this is autographed by the band members, so that's pretty cool. Then I have something interesting down here. This is actually a concert ticket. A ticket for Killswitch Engage and In Flames concert that I saw in 2009 at Arrow Hall. And that pick that's taped to it is actually the In Flames guitar pick, which they threw into the crowd and I caught. So that's pretty cool. And at this show, actually, Between the Buried and Me and Protest the Hero opened up for Killswitch Engage and In Flames. So that was an excellent show. Killswitch Engage is, of course, metalcore giants. In Flames is more on the melodic death metal side and kind of went in an alternative metal direction later in their career. And then Protest the Hero and Between the Buried and Me, of course, are progressive metal legends. Opeth's prog metal as well. Porcupine Tree kind of sits on the border between prog rock and prog metal, but more towards the rock side, I would say. Not super heavy, but they have their moments. Pink Floyd is a prog rock band on a lot of their albums, and some of them are more straightforward rock and not too proggy. And the Beatles, of course, are just good old classic rock band, but they were forward thinking. And what's next here? I've got the Dillinger Escape Plan, and this is a poster from One of Us is the Killer, one of their albums. It's awesome. All their albums are great. They're an amazing mathcore band. They're my favorite mathcore band of all time. And got some stickers on it too. One of Us is a Killer sticker and Sumerian Records sticker. So Sumerian Records put out this one. Sumerian Records and Party Smasher Inc. What else do I got? Let's move up here. Here's another autographed one. This is Protest the Hero, and it's from their live album Gallop Meets the Earth. And I've got some stickers on it from Sheet Happens, which is the company that makes guitar tab books and even sell like vinyl and stuff. So it basically makes physical books and distributes vinyl for these kind of guitar-focused progressive metal and progressive rock acts. And I believe Luke from Protest the Hero is the kind of founder and runner of that. Sheet Happens. I think Tim worked there for a while, but I don't know if he still does because Luke doesn't tour with Protest the Hero anymore. Tim still does. Luke's focusing more on the Sheet Happens business now, and they got the guitarist from another band that I love, the Kindred / Today I Caught the Plague, is the touring member filling in for Luke, but apparently Luke's still going to help them in the studio, I think. So excited for the next Protest the Hero album to see how that turns out. And here's another Protest the Hero poster from their album called Scurrilous. They're an awesome album. All their albums are great. And then last poster on this wall is my Atreyu poster from their Lead Sails Paper Anchor album. And that's an interesting album because before that they were pretty much metalcore. And I mean, this album's still a metalcore album too, but they actually kind of push the boundaries of metalcore a bit more. Like they have a song with, I don't know, like slide guitar that sounds like country ballad, and some people don't like it, but I actually really like this album. They kind of fell off later for me, though. I'm not as big of a fan of their later work. I really like The Curse, one of their albums, and then I like Death Grip on Yesterday. It's another great album by Atreyu. Two great metalcore albums. And then I actually really like this one. This is probably my third favorite Atreyu album. But their later stuff, some of it's good, it's hit or miss. Kind of fell off for me. But I still have this poster and enjoy that album. Now let's come over here. This is the last area of my posters. Up here I've got Between the Buried and Me. This poster is from Automata 2. An awesome album, and I've got a Sumerian Records sticker on that too. I think they put that album out. Hopefully I didn't put the Sumerian Records sticker on any of the wrong posters when I moved houses here, but I'm pretty sure I got them all in the right place. And yeah, love Between the Buried and Me, probably my favorite band right now. They had my favorite album of 2025. And then Today I Caught the Plague. This is a tour poster that I got when they were on their tour for their album Lore, which I love. Really underrated album. Not too many people know about it. They're kind of a smaller Canadian band. Prog metal. Awesome. Then down here, we've got a map of the world of Edemos. This might look kind of like some kind of Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones kind of thing, but this is actually the world in the concept albums put out by the band Xanthocroid. And it's from their Of Earth and Axon Act 1 album, which I have on vinyl and CD. And I have this poster from Xanthocroid, which has a poem. Do not welcome death, he offers no peace, for even in death we will know the pains we have left behind. Of Earth and Axon Act 1. Bit of a cheesy poem there, but pretty cool. I have a Xanthocroid sticker there, and they wrote on here, Brennan, thanks for all your contributions. Hope to meet you in Canada, from Sam, the band leader of Xanthocroid. And Xanthocroid is a special band for me. They're the band that actually made me actually like and appreciate the black metal sound. I didn't really like any black metal until I heard Xanthocroid. They're very cinematic. And actually, on Of Earth and Axon Act 2, they have a fan choir, which I am on. So you can hear my vocals on that album as part of the fan choir, which was pretty cool to be a part of. I'm not even really a singer. I'm more of a guitar player, but I just had the opportunity or saw that they were, calling for fans to do it. And I figured I was good enough to hit the notes and got in. And last poster, and I get to a few more stickers, is Periphery. This is from their Juggernaut. I forget if this is from Alpha or Omega. I think it's from Juggernaut Alpha, which I have on CD. And I love Periphery, great progressive metal gent band. And this is the last one. I've just got a piece of paper here with some stickers. Here's a concert ticket from Thank You Scientist and Bent Knee concert from 2019. Rum Runners in London, Ontario, not London, UK. That's always great to see Thank You Scientist and Bent Knee. And then this is from Murder of the Universe by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Great album. And then I have a Flummox sticker, really underrated, quirky, avant-garde progressive metal band, which I love. And The Kindred, Life and Lucidity, an amazing album. Today I Caught the Plague changed their name to The Kindred. And then after this album, they just put out a couple EPs after this with a new singer. Like the singer on this album and Lore and all the Today I Caught the Plague work is amazing. After he left, they got another singer, which I wasn't as keen on. He's not bad or anything, but just wasn't the same. They put out two EPs with the new singer, and their style kind of changed a little bit with those two EPs. And I wasn't as big on that style. It's not horrible, it's still good, but then they kind of fizzled out after that and haven't put out anything as far as I know. And here's a sticker from a Norwegian band, Sycophant, great prog rock band. They just put out a great EP this year in 2026 and one in 2025 as well. And that's it. Those are all my... Oh wait, I have a few more stickers that I don't have up. Got too many Sumerian Records stickers. There's more. And then Periphery, Juggernaut Omega. And then I've got a lot more Xanthocroid stickers. And that is my collection of band posters and stickers. Hope some people who nerd out over these kinds of collectible things found that enjoyable. And let me know in the comments below which of these posters is your favorite. And what band posters do you have? And would you be interested in seeing a tour of my vinyl collection and a tour of my CD collection? Because I can make videos on that as well. And if you like metal, rock, and prog music, you've come to the right place. I post videos weekly where I give my first impressions of new music that came out in metal, rock, and prog that week. And very soon I'll probably put one up about my first impressions on Carnival, Pussifer, and Big Big Train, and Tigran Hamasyan, and Wolverine's new albums. I'm just still listening through them to gather my thoughts for that. So if you like metal, rock, and prog, you're in the right place. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay in the loop on when I post new videos. Peace out.